Monica,
Hello, Toby.
thank you so much for joining. So we are here at the CAHR conference.
We are.
We're in our booth. We're pulling by any brave attendees, any speakers, any folk that are here, and you walk by and you're like, I want to sit in that chair.
Yes,
so
I
thank
did.
you so much
Thank you.
for stopping by. Monica, what makes you want to sit in the chair? Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I haven't been in a conference for probably 5 years.
Yes.
I moved from LA to the Coachella Valley,
Yep. Okay.
2019. Then COVID hit.
Yep.
I kind of had to reinvent myself
Yeah.
with the move.
Yep.
It's only 2 hours away, but it's a different lifestyle
Yeah.
altogether.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy to be here, and
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it all. I
Yeah.
want to enjoy it all.
What are you looking forward to most?
You know, the educational sessions are great.
Yeah.
I just went one to leadership,
Yep.
soulful leadership. So I think because of the move, it got me to think about, question everything.
Yeah.
I was questioning everything.
Yeah.
From, how did I get there?
Yep.
What my story has been like?
Yeah.
Who do I want to be going forward?
Yeah.
What is it that worked in the past and that is not working now?
Who do you want to be going forward?
Me.
Ah.
All me.
Good. What does that mean?
Well, showing up as who I am.
Yeah.
I think that in the past, I had this concept of keeping my personal story,
Yeah.
out of the job.
Yep.
And now I think I don't want to do that anymore.
Is that something you advise HR professionals to evaluate for themselves, but maybe you see some value in an authentic and transparent version of yourself?
I think we do need to change the way we look at ourselves as
Yeah.
as people that have an impact on others. Because if we don't allow ourselves to be us, we don't allow others to be themselves.
Yeah.
And so I think there's a great need. I think in the past, and maybe it's age a little bit and life's experiences, but I think in the past it was about going up.
Yes.
You would get
Meaning
into a
advancing your
company,
career.
just
Yeah.
what's next.
Yeah.
Even though we didn't really know what that looked like.
Yeah.
And at some points, I think it's lonely.
It's what?
It's lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because these positions, especially HR positions, you have so much to do.
Yeah.
And some of it is unseen.
Yeah.
Right, and you don't really, you cannot really
Probably
talk
a lot
to,
of it.
You cannot really talk to anybody really,
Yeah.
because some of the decisions impact those around you. So you
Yeah.
have to keep everything inside.
Which can be difficult, obviously, right?
Yes,
And is that where you advocate for, obviously not spilling the beans on stuff you're not supposed to, but maybe being a little bit more a transparent version of yourself and maybe garnering some trust amongst employees?
Right. So I think the easier it is to be able to speak about your story and who you are and accept it,
Yeah.
the easier it is to allow others to tell you about their stories.
Yeah.
And then that's how you find what really motivates them, what really, what are they passionate about. And I think a lot of people are afraid to say what they really think and what they really want to do and what really inspires them. And so, and I think some of it is that some of the leadership is obsolete, the way that we're seeing it now, where people are trying to direct and control and do
What
this and do
changes
that.
do you see that are obsolete that we're moving away from?
Detachment. Some of the leaders are really detached and really they lost sense of what it's like to be at the bottom
Yeah.
of the organization. And
Yeah.
so they're making decisions according to what they think it's like and they day to day, but it's not the same for the people.
How do you as HR bridge that detachment gap?
By being brave
Yeah.
and saying it like it is,
Yeah. Yeah.
this is not all about you,
Yeah.
and you have to pay attention to who's working for you now, which
Yeah.
is changing.
Yeah.
I was in the mega session, and I think it's true. I think we're seeing a different
The session that I
workforce.
was leading?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
well, the panel session.
Yeah, yeah,
We're having a different workforce, and the needs are different.
Yeah.
And if we ignore them,
Yeah.
it's not good.
Yeah. What do you think about the new workforce? And what do we need to do to accommodate them, in your opinion?
To not shame them so much, because I think there's this talk about millennials and what millennials, don't do. And I think it's because we're looking at from our perspective only. But I think if we can reach, I think what I see is that some of us that have experience can teach them and they can teach us. I saw the transition from analog to digital, and from not having internet to having internet.
And now from pre-AI to post-AI, right?
Right. I saw that, right? So that's kind of an advantage. But now the people that are entering, they don't know. They didn't see that transition. We're assuming they did. And so now I think if we can have them pair up and teach me, because I know some technology, but there's other technology that is wow. You know, and I think we fear it.
How about in the HR world, what's keeping you up at night?
What's keeping me what?
What's keeping you up at night? What's worrying you?
Well, that also has changed. I think I'm trying to allow less things to keep me up at night.
Good for you. There's a lot of authentication in this conversation here.
Yes, I think there are some things that I cannot control. And I think it's more about enjoying the process and kind of detaching from the outcome.
It's very stoic of you, capital S, stoic,
I am trying to enjoy what I'm doing now because I think in the past, there's some sense of not being there all the time, fully present in what I did, even though I was enjoying it, but I was attached to the results. Right, and so now I think it's more about I'm here, I'm enjoying the conversation I'm having with you, and I want to enjoy the conversations that I have with other people in the program. And so I think if everyone does that, I think we would be in a better place.
Well, I have enjoyed every minute of this conversation. I will let you enjoy the rest of your conference. It is a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Thank you for doing this.
Appreciate it. Take care.